Hello dear students and parents, I am Kishore Patil. Today in this video we are going to learn about time and temperature. So let's start. Time. We measure time in hours, minutes and seconds. To add and subtract time we need to convert in same units. To convert hours to minutes, multiplied by 60. To convert minutes to seconds, multiply by 60. To convert from smaller to bigger unit, we will divide by 60. Seconds to minutes, divide by 60. Minutes to hour, divide by 60. Let's convert 5 hour 20 minutes to minutes. 5 hour is equal to 5 into 60 minutes, which is equal to 300 minutes. Now add 320 minutes to get 320 minutes. To change into minutes to hour and minutes divided by 60. Question is hours and remainder is minutes. Let's convert 500 minutes to hour and minutes. Divide 500 by 60. We get question 8 and remainder 20. So 500 minutes is equal to 8 hour and 20 minutes. Adding and subtracting time duration. First of all, we should know that we write time as hour, minutes and second. Example here, it is 5 hours, 34 minutes and 10 seconds. Now we will learn how we can add time. We have to add 2 hours and 30 minutes to 5 hours and 20 minutes. While adding time, the simple rule is to add hours with hours and minutes with minutes. By adding hours we get 7 hours and by adding minutes we get 50 minutes. So adding 2 hours 30 minutes to 5 hours 20 minutes, we get 7 hours and 50 minutes. Let's take another example. We have to add 3 hours 40 minutes to 1 hour 55 minutes. Adding hours, we get 3 plus 1 equal 4 hours and adding minutes we get 40 plus 55 equals 95 minutes. Here the minutes are more than 60 and we know that 60 minutes make an hour. So subtract 60 from minutes and add 1 to hour. So 95 minus 60 equals 35 minutes. And adding 1 to hours we get 5 hours. So our answer is 5 hours 35 minutes. So we learn add hours to hours and minutes to minutes. But if minutes are more than 60, subtract 60 from minutes and 1 to hours. Now let's learn how we can subtract time. We have to subtract 5 hours 20 minutes from 7 hours 45 minutes. While subtracting time, the same rule is to be followed. Subtract hours from hours and minutes from minutes. Subtracting hours, that is, subtracting 5 hours from 7, we are left 2 hours. Now subtract minutes from minutes. Subtracting 20 from 45 minutes, we are left with 25 minutes. So our answer is 2 hour 25 minutes. Now let's take another example. We have to subtract 4 hours and 40 minutes from 5 hours 30 minutes. Now here is a tricky question. We have to subtract hours from hours. Subtracting 4 from 5, we are left with 1 hour. But we have to subtract 40 minutes from 30 minutes. Now, here is something to learn. If the minutes is to be subtracted on more than minutes from which we have to subtract, add 60 minutes to the minutes from which we have to subtract, and subtract 1 from hours, add 60 to 30 and the minutes will become 90, and subtract 1 from hour, so the time duration will remain the same. It will be 4 hours and 90 minutes. Now you can subtract minutes from minutes. Now subtracting hours, we get 4 minus 4 equal 0 hours. Now subtracting minutes, 90 minus 40 equal 50 minutes. Our answer is 50 minutes. Now let's learn about elapsed time. Elapsed time is the difference between a beginning time and an ending time. To find the elapsed time, it is important to know that the 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. A day is equal to 24 hours, which is divided into two periods: 12 hours period AM and PM, antemeridian and post-meridian. The 12-hour system divides the 24 hours of a day into two periods. The first 12 hours periods marked as AM runs from midnight to noon. The second period marked PM covers the 12 hours from noon to midnight. It is also important to note that from 12 midnight 1 pm is equal to 13 hours and 2 pm is just equal to 14 hours. Let's solve some problems. Sir, school's maths class starts at 11:16 am. If the clock ends at 12:09 pm, how long is Sir school's teaching? The time ended at 12:09 pm and started 11:16 am. To find the elapsed time, just subtract 11 hours and 16 minutes from 12 hours and 9 minutes. Since 9 minutes is smaller than 16 minutes, let's borrow 1 hour from 12. Knowing that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, let's add 60 minutes to 9. 12:09 becomes 11:69. Now we can subtract 11:16. The difference is 53. The answer is 53 minutes. Let's take another example. How much time do you spend in school each day? If your school day starts at 8 am and your last class ends at 4:15 pm, how much time is that? Again, just find the difference for 4:15 pm minus 8 am is the elapsed time. Since we cannot immediately subtract 8 am from 4:15 pm, rewrite 4:15 pm to its equivalent number of hours by adding 12. 4:15 pm is just equal to 16 hours and 15 minutes. Now we can subtract 8 hours, 16 hours and 15 minutes minus 8 hours is just equal to 8 hours and 15 minutes. Here we shall read how to measure temperature. Sometimes we feel hot while sometimes we feel cold. It happens only due to change in temperature. So we can say that the measure of coldness or hotness is called temperature. Dip the middle finger of your left hand in tumbler containing lukewarm water. Now dip the middle finger of your right hand in another tumbler containing cold water. What do you feel? Obviously, you can feel the difference now. Can you see how cold or how warm the water is? The answer is no. By dipping fingers, we can just say that which tumbler has warm water and which has cold water. But we cannot see how much cold or how much hot the water is. This is measurement is called temperature. We use a thermometer to measure temperature. We have two units to measure temperature: degree Celsius and degree Fahrenheit. The Celsius scale, also known as a centigrade scale, is marked from 0 degree Celsius to 100 degree Celsius. It shows that melting point of ice, and 100 degrees Celsius shows that boiling point of water. Here the range is divided into the 100 equal parts. The Fahrenheit scale is marked 32 degree Fahrenheit to 212 degree Fahrenheit. 32 degree Fahrenheit shows melting point of ice and 212 degrees Fahrenheit shows the boiling point of water. Here the range is divided into 118 equal parts. If we compare the two scales, we see that the 0 degree Celsius is equal to 32 degree Fahrenheit and 100 degree Celsius is equal to 200 degree Fahrenheit. The temperature of human body is measured with a clinical thermometer, generally marking from 94 degree Fahrenheit 108 degree Fahrenheit are done in clinical thermometers. The body temperature of healthy person 98.6 degree Fahrenheit or 37 degree Celsius. Now let's discuss how to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit and vice versa. To convert Celsius to Fahrenheit, we multiply by 9 upon 5 and then add 32 to the product. For example, to convert 15 degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit, we first multiply 15 by 9 upon 5 to get 27. To 27 we add 32 to get the required as 59 degrees Fahrenheit. To convert Fahrenheit to the Celsius, we use first subtract 32 and then multiply the result by 5 upon 9. For example, to convert 140 degree Fahrenheit to degree Celsius, we first subtract 32 from 140 to get 108. Then we multiply 108 by 5 upon 9 to get the required temperature as 60 degrees Celsius. Okay dear students, thanks for watching this video.